Is the thing that the journal comes in, which I don't actually have the journal in right now, but it's just more of Bungie's attention to detail that I really like. There's a sticker here if you wanted to put a sticker on your wall. I haven't yet, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of a clear, not a clear, but like a see-through sticker that's kind of onyx in color with black, and really cool looking. On the inside, it's a foil look with the bubbles, and then on the other side, this is what I like about this package, is that it looks very like it was shipped from somewhere top secret. And I mean, it says, it has something funny, top secret, eyes only, which I thought was kind of funny. But it's once again, it's the attention to detail that looks, because this looks very official, and I like that. When I got it, I was like, this looks really cool. And the packaging just looks really great. And so when you open it, you really feel, when you pull the journal out, there's something cool about the feeling of that. Definitely, once again, what makes this such a cool edition. Now the journal itself here, really nice journal, high quality. Once again, the detail is really cool. The amount of detail is really nice. It's basically just typical paper, binded with this tweed kind of stuff, and a magnet. I'm sure you've seen this on other reviews, a magnet. But the thing I like about this the most is the sketches on it. The sketches look very authentic, they look like someone actually drew them. And I really like that about that. I think it looks really cool. At the very end here, you get a little slot right there. Papers, and the only thing that my only gripes about this book was that on the very end, they have to do this, but it says copyright 2010 Microsoft Corporation, copyright 2010 Bungie, or it's reserved, that kind of thing. And it's just kind of a little, I didn't like that too much, but it's like not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just, if I was to find a fault with that, that's what it would be. And then of course the writing is not as legit, but everything else looks pretty good. There's this little thing in here. She's got Dr. Halsey put a picture of an elite, zoomed in on particularly on the symbol on the elite's armor, and then she goes on to talk about what does that mean. There's multiple blueprints of Spartan armor. There's a lot of stuff in here. This is really, this is a great book. This is something I would definitely go and pay, $20 to $30, probably more, $40 on, because this is the papers and everything. This is a good book, and people looking to get a collector's edition, if they don't want to spend the extra money, which I would say you should spend the extra money to get the action figures and everything, because they're amazing. But I definitely would recommend just picking up the limited edition, because this book is worth it. It's really cool. Now I'm going to move on to the big part of the show, which is the stand. And this, oh my gosh, is amazing. This was like the coolest thing. When I first got it out, I was just kind of like, cool, it's a statue. Sat on my shelf for a while, didn't really think much of it. And then one day I just decided to kind of look at it and really inspect it. And the quality and the amount of time that was put into painting each one of these soldiers is amazing. It's fantastic. The satchels on everyone are painted. The details on the satchels is all the way down to the little straps that kind of hang off the top of the satchel. It's amazing. What can I say? I was blown away by it. The coolest thing I think I noticed was my favorite character on here actually is George. It used to be that the sniper was my favorite, because I love his position, the stance he's in. I think it's really cool. But the amount of detail in George, just because he's a bigger character, they were able to put a lot more detail into him. And so he's got multiple labels on the back that have writing in them, really small, and I was amazed that they could even fit that on there. And it looks very, it looks very good. The weapons I'm not too blown away by, other than the fact that they have lots of details to them. Each one has, lots of details as far as the plastic mold goes. The paint on it, not too amazing. There's not that much details as far as the paint is concerned, but besides George's gun, because George's gun has, you know, obviously the most stuff on it, and so it has kind of a weathered paint finish, which I liked. But the other ones look just kind of like, you know, new. But they look good, and they definitely look like like what you'd have in the game. Yeah, on the back, it says Noble, and I thought that was pretty cool. The base, I've noticed on other people's videos, has been different colors on the bottom here. There's kind of been grass painted differently. When I was putting this together, I'll talk about kind of when I was putting this together. George was probably George was the hardest to put together, but this is the most confusing because the sniper rifle didn't fully. I thought it was supposed to snap into place, and it really just kind of sits in here. It actually can fall out pretty easily if you're not careful. I mean, not too easily, but George's thing was kind of a pain because you had to hold onto his hand and shove it into the socket of his wrist, and that was a pain. That was, you know, it hurt a little to just kind of put it in there. But the finishing, I don't really like how this feels loose after, you know, spending a while trying to get it in there. But it's okay. It really is not that big of a deal. It's amazing. The detail is incredible. I would pay easily $100 for that to get the 5 action figures because I think that's amazing. Overall, I can't really think of much else I want to say about this besides, you know, the box is really cool. I'm still trying to find a good use for it, though. I'll go into what I didn't like about this set in just a sec. But the box, you know, I'm sure you've seen this on other things. It looks pretty cool. Can't really. I was kind of hoping you could use it for like a case of some sort. Doesn't really work very well as that because it's good for what it was meant to do, and it was meant to hold the statue. But it's got some cool detail on it. And now I'm going to go into what the things I kind of wish they had done. With the Halo 3 Legendary Edition, on the outside, the little sleeve here that came off, it was a poster, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I really wish they could have had that for this thing. But they didn't, and that's okay. It still is great. I would recommend it 100%. The other thing that I kind of didn't like about it was that there's not a physical, I mean, I didn't show you, and there really isn't a physical DVD that shows the making of or anything. And I kind of wish that they had included that instead of the code that goes on online, because I really don't like going into Halo Waypoint, trying to find it, and then trying to let it load, and it's just kind of a pain. Other than that, though, I can't think of much I didn't like about it, honestly. When I first got it, I was not I wasn't too amazed by it, but it grew on me, and I really just wanted to rave about it and let you guys know that $80 is a perfect price, even if you have Halo Reach, to go out and pick this awesome thing. I mean, if you liked Halo Reach, this is for you. If you liked Halo 3, not Halo Reach, it still is a really cool. I would argue to say that this is better than the Halo 3 Legendary Edition. And the Halo 3 Legendary Edition came with the Master Chief's bust, so the detail that was put into this, and I'm like I've already said, a big fan of detail and authenticity in collectibles, and they got it, they nailed it for this. There's a few things I didn't really like, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I really liked it, and I would definitely recommend going out and getting it. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get out some more videos pretty soon. I need just more topics. I'd seen other videos for this and really wanted to share my feelings as to how, you know, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. So yeah, tune in next time, I guess. I guess that's a cool thing to say. I don't know. Because this is my first video. Hopefully first of many. I'd like to make more because this is really fun. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm going to cover with it. So yeah, done.